So you're heading into class 10, and I'm guessing you've already heard it a million times, right? This is the most important year of your life. It's a lot of pressure. But what if it's not actually about the pressure? What if it's just about having a really good plan? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to cut through all that noise and build a simple, powerful system for you to have an awesome year. Let's get right into it.
So first things first, let's completely reframe how we think about this. There's this big myth out there that class 10 is like the hardest year you'll ever face. But you want to know the truth? It's actually the perfect time to build a smart study system, one that's going to help you way beyond just this year's exams. See, it's not about how difficult it is, it's all about how you approach it.
Yep, that one sounds familiar, doesn't it? I bet you've heard that from parents, teachers, pretty much everyone. And look, they mean well, they really do. But that one little phrase can pile on so much pressure before you've even opened a book. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take all that pressure and turn it into a solid plan.
Okay, section 1, the class 10 reality check. Let's get real about what this journey actually looks like, because understanding the road ahead is, the first step to actually navigating it. You know how it is. At the start of the year, everything feels chill. The exams seem like they're a million miles away. But here's the thing. Without a plan, that calm feeling can flip into full-blown panic mode real fast when you realize how much syllabus has piled up. The only thing separating those two feelings, it's just starting early with a clear strategy. That's it. So what are we really up against here? What's the real challenge? Well, it's not just one thing. It's kind of this perfect storm of a few things, right? You've got this huge syllabus. Then there's all this academic pressure from every direction. And on top of that, most people don't have a clear strategy. And you're juggling completely different subjects like math, science, and social science. They all need a different game plan. It's these three things together that we really need to tackle. Okay, moving on. Before we can build a great system, we've got to know what not to do. So let's talk about the common study traps that so many students fall into. Knowing these will help you steer clear. All right, here they are, the big 3 mistakes. First up, totally underestimating the year. You know, that feeling of, I've got plenty of time. Big mistake. Number 2, collecting way too many resources. We all do it, right? Downloading every PDF, watching every video, but it just ends up being confusing. And the third one, and honestly, this might be the biggest one, is ignoring revision. Because here's a secret. Learning something just once, it's not going to stick. You absolutely have to go back to it.
So take a second and look at those 3 again. Be real with yourself for a moment. Which one of those, which trap do you think you're most likely to fall into? Just being honest about that is seriously the first step to making sure it doesn't happen.
Okay, enough about the problems, right? Let's get into the solutions. This next part is all about building your smart study system, and it's built on 3 super solid pillars.
And here it is. This is it, the core of your entire strategy, boiled down to 3 simple steps. Ready? First, understand the concepts clearly. Don't just memorize facts. You got to know why things work. Second, revise regularly. Make it a habit, not a frantic last-minute thing. And third, practice with purpose. That means actually solving questions, doing old papers. That's it. Understand, revise, practice. That is the whole system.
All right, let's zoom in on that second pillar for a minute, revision. Honestly, this is where you can get the biggest bang for your buck. It's the secret to studying smarter, not just putting in more hours.
So here's the problem we're all trying to fix. It's revision time. You pull out your textbook and you're faced with, hundreds of pages? Trying to find the important stuff is so slow and just frustrating. It's no wonder people feel overwhelmed before exams. There has to be a better way, right? And there is. Here's that better way. Instead of just sitting there and rereading, which is kind of passive, you need to get active and create your own revision tools. I'm talking about things like flowcharts to see how a process works, or mind maps to connect all the big ideas together. Your brain loves that visual stuff. Even just making short summary notes for each chapter. These things make revision super fast, super effective, and trust me, way less stressful.
Okay, so we have a system, we have some cool techniques, but none of that matters if you don't do it consistently. So how do we turn all this smart study stuff into a real, lasting habit? Let's talk about it. Now, this is really important, so I want you to listen closely. Consistency is more important than intensity. It's not about that one heroic 10-hour cram session before a test. No way. It's about the small, focused chunks of work you do every single day. That's what builds real knowledge and that unshakable confidence. I mean, just think about it. If you put in just 1 or 2 really focused hours every day,
Think how much that adds up over a whole year. It's huge. This kind of steady pace is what prevents you from burning out. It keeps everything fresh in your mind, and you start to build this awesome momentum. It turns this whole Class 10 marathon into a bunch of easy, manageable daily steps.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one last question. And listen, don't try to do everything at once. That's not the point. Just thinking about everything we've talked about. What is the one, very first, small step you can take, maybe today, maybe this week, to start building your own system? Your journey to a stress-free, successful year, it really does start with just that one simple action.